This is College Football 26 Market Talk, hosted by Mr. Gibbs. College Football 26 has been out for a little over a week, and this is what's going on in the market. At this point in time, the best cards do correlate with the highest overall at most positions. At quarterback, there are really three quarterbacks manning the helm as the best in the game: Johnny Manziel, Bryce Underwood, and fake Patrick Mahomes. Underwood taking the cake as number one with the combination of speed and throw power, topping Johnny Manziel and Raiola. You may be wondering why not Johnny Manziel, where that height does play a factor, and with him getting the ball swatted down most times. But you can't run around like a complete idiot with him and have a ball just like he did at Texas A&M. At running back, just like quarterback, there are three guys that's manning the helm going crazy. Ricky Williams with that arm bar. If you don't know about arm bar, it's insanely broken in this game. Well, actually, stiff arms in general are just insanely broken in this game. Jeremiah Love is probably the most shifty dude, is an absolute dog. And then you have Marshall Faulk, who recently dropped with the alumni, aka Legends. All three of those running backs are all over the place. Those are the three best running backs in the game. And when it comes to wide receivers, it's not even close. Nick Anderson with that 85 speed, as well as being 6'4", is the best wide receiver in the game, hands down. Deshaun Jackson and the Squirrel Man coming in next up because they are the fastest wide receivers in the game at 86 speed. But some people do prefer height over the speed, because this game you can just throw it up to almost anybody, but if they got height, that's even better, and they will come down with the ball. Best tight end in the game is none other than the recently released Rob Gronkowski. 6'6", 83 speed. He is not only the fastest, but also right there with the tallest tight ends in the game. Tanner Kozoyo was holding this spot down before Gronkowski dropped, because he's also 6'6" with 82 speed. So those two guys together, also insane. When it comes to tight ends, you really want that height and you really want that speed. So Gronk, Tanner, and I would say Miles are the top three tight ends in the game. When it comes to linemen, just go with the highest overall. That's how we always do it with linemen. Now with left edge, we will go Williams. Aftershock Man, we gonna get to talking about that later on in the video. Then when we get into the right edge, is none other than Hayden Lowe is running that spot as the best at his position. Aftershock Man, if you don't know, you're gonna know today. Gentle Hunt, and then I will give the last nod to Dylan Stewart, 83 overall, but he got that speed. Defensive tackle, another one of those positions that we just go by overall, but with a Warren Sapp on the horizon, he will probably take the cake at number one. Will linebackers, hey, believe it or not, it is the first three guys that you see, the 85 overalls. They all have solid height and solid speed as well to go with their change of direction. If you're looking for users and your players feel a little clunky, look at their change of direction. That is how, you know what I'm saying, how good they feel while you're using them. Some of them move like they got cement shoes on, while others is just out here like Usain Bolt, flying all over the field. Mike linebackers, now you really have a lot to choose from with these four guys, but me personally, I base it all off of the height. Brian Urlacher is absolutely insane. I would give him the 9-4 number one, while going Junior Seau as my second, and then Nakai Green or Zayden Walker, all up to you, but I'll probably go to non-LTD guys because they are taller than him and can move just as good. Sam linebackers, I'm going Harold Perkins Jr. because he is the fastest out of all of them, but then I'm probably gonna go Sonny Styles and Joe Phillips. Those guys not as fast, they're like one speed off, but they're both 6'4", if I'm not mistaken. 6'4", 6'2". Okay, so yeah, 6'4", 6'2", and they got speed to go along with them. Very solid change of direction. Getting in the corners, the best corner in the game right now is Richard Sherman. 6'3", top end speed, great man, great zone, press, all of that. Richard Sherman is the best corner in the game. Then we gotta go to, I don't like that all of the best corners in the game are LTDs, but they are indeed LTDs, the best corner in the game. Another nod we got to give, though, is to AJ Harris. You grind out Tower of Valor. I think they're still glitch, meaning once you get through the first tower and the next two, you just got to let them score touchdowns. So that second tower from 11 to 20, you got to let them score passing touchdowns. Then the one after that, 21 to 30, you got to let them score rushing touchdowns. Tedious, but I won't say it's different. Ben Hanks need to get the fuck off my team ASAP. Top free safeties in the game. We only talking about the Icy and Ronnie Lott. Those dudes are absolutely fire. The Bud Clark man, not bad either, and Caleb Downs. This really applies to strong safety as well. We don't have any strong safeties in the game. What most people are doing is running Sicario Davis. He's a 6'4" corner, 84 speed, 84 man, 81 zone. Most people are running him at safety because he's 6'4". He'll be able to get up there with all those crazy throws that people gonna throw. So that's probably the best strong safety in the game. Because yes, they have strong safety, but all of these guys 6 foot tall. We've been waiting on a new strong safety to take the helm. Maybe we'll get one this upcoming week. And when it comes to kicker and punter, let's get the most kick power at each position. Going over budget beasts, I would say the 83 overall of most promos that's dropped have been absolutely insane budget beasts. As well as this Alex Perry card, the seasoned player, you definitely can lock in with him. The 83 overall wide receivers got about 83 speed, solid height. Those 83 overall corners got about 83 speed, solid height. All of those guys that drop within the promos, because you don't always have to look at the champions. Although the champions, I wouldn't say are particularly expensive, as long as you've been grinding your coins up. Those are some budget beasts. I just summed them all up into one category because that's what you need to be looking out for. Most people looking at those champions, no, if you vibing and don't want to go break the bank, only update as needed, and then look at those 83s because they were on my team for a long time. A lot of these players on my squad are B&D. As we go over to the leaderboard, I'm going to talk about the top plays and playbooks. One of my personal favorite plays this year in this game is out of the Purdue playbook, Wild Trips. I got it straight from Throne, watching one of his streams, running back direct. That play is absolutely insane. And when we talk about the top players in the community, I'm looking at number 3. Number 1 was number 3, and number 3 was number 2, 2, 1. All those guys fluctuate between who gonna go to sleep, the next person gonna take over. But bro is on a 121 game win streak. His offense is Oregon State like most people, but his defense is Texas Tech. One of his favorite plays being smash return out of that Y-off trio close. That's a playbook that you could really dive in, and we will have videos breaking it down even more. And if you want to talk about making coins on release day of promos, make sure you are getting training for the cheapest amount possible. If you want to know what that is, collegefootball.fan, cfb.fan, click dashboard, prices. There you go. It will show you the prices of most cards, and it will tell you how much you are paying per training. You want to get that for as low as possible, and then you go into these packs. On release day in particular, these cards go for more than what they're going to go for later in the week. So that's on release day. But if you want to wait until the subtle crash happens between Monday and Wednesday, because on Friday from here on out, the price of things are going to go up, because that's when people are getting a team together. So Friday, Saturday, you know, those are good days to sell. Sunday as well. You could make investments. Well, this is going to tie into the last category as well. These investments are basically you getting some cards that you know, where you can, you know what I'm saying, you make that educated decision. I'll let you guys know a couple of mine in this video. But the cards usually shoot up. This past week, they shot up to double the amount. Prices shot up because people play Gauntlet from Friday through Sunday, tying into early Monday morning. So the price will always shoot up because people trying to get all the best players for their Gauntlet runs on the weekend. Those 85 overall names of the game, I'm talking, we were getting them from anywhere from 85 to 110,000. They shot up to almost 200K, and that's all of them. And on the high end, let's say you go into the names of the game roll. Me and a couple mods in my community ran it up. I ran it up a mil. One of the people in my community ran up over 10 million, no money spent, just constantly rolling these packs. He caught him at the right time, got the training for the right price, and he had it so if it was, let's say it's 5 cards in a pack, 3 of the cards are profit, 2 of them is loss, but not a crazy loss. Your odds are higher in the favor. And then LTDs was also spitting out of these packs. Go in 500K, one roll you're gonna make 450 back, next roll you're gonna make 700 back. It's all numbers at the end of the day. That's how they've been doing it. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys been liking this game, and stay tuned for the next Market Talk in College Football 26.